Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's another video for today. So I'm gonna share with you guys how I fill out the notice of appeal or motion or the form I-290B. And this is the one that I have on my previous video. I mentioned that my application got denied. So yung ginawa ko guys is nag-submit ako ng motion to appeal or a motion to reopen. So dito guys, ito yung form at I-290P, yung nakalagay sa denial letter na if you want to reopen again or request for reconsideration, then you gotta fill out this form. So make sure guys now when you download the the form, make sure na i-check nyo yung updated na form. Dapat nakalagay doon. Ilalagay naman doon sa website guys kung ano yung updated na form para make sure na hindi expired yung form. Because once na expired yun, yung form na fill out nyo guys is i-reject nila yung application nyo or yung request nyo. Same lahat yun for all the forms guys na sinasabit nyo for adjustment of status. Make sure na hindi expired yung form. So, ito na yung form guys. So dito guys, since ito for US use only, so wala kang leave this blank. And then dito is to be completed by an attorney or accredited representative if any. So if you hire a attorney guys, so yung si attorney na ang yung mag fill out nito or magsasubmit. But in my case is DIY lang ako. So leave ko lang dyan blank. So instruction dito here is type or print in black ink. So if you did not properly complete this form or fail to submit required documents listed in the instruction, we may dismiss or reject your appeal or motion. So dito sa part 1 guys, information about applicant or petitioner. So yung nilagay ko dito guys is si petitioner. Um, s- Actually dapat ilagay ko sana dito is my name pero yung nag-wonder kasi ako guys, ano ba dapat yung ilalagay ko? Since nakalagay applicant petitioner, si petitioner yung nilagay ko dito guys. Kasi yung problem namin for the application is yung tax namin. So that's why si petitioner um, yung nilagay ko dito. Pero I think nagka-RFA din ako nito. Yung RFA ko lang guys is hiningan ako ng signature on my part as an applicant. So, yung part lang na RF is nag-send silang attachment na document kung saan ako magsasign. And then, sinabmit ko lang din yon online. So, it's safe rin na you as an applicant, yung name mo ilagay dito. So, here, family name, given name, and then middle name, and then date of birth, business organization name, wala naman tayong ganyan unless you have. And then alien registration number. So kung yung name mo yung nilagay mo dito guys is lagay mo rin yung alien registration number mo. Makikita ito guys sa I think sa NOAA 1 yung notice of receipt yung sa first no hindi yung sa K1 application pa makikita mo yung alien number mo sa um, yung sa K1 pa lang eh maalam mo na yung A number mo. And then USCIS online account number if any. If alam mo yung US account number, you can write it here as well. And then dito sa mailing address guys, a safe or alternate address if applicable. So nilagay dito is yung usually kung anong mailing address mo guys. So, care of name if any. Usually guys, nilagay kong name dito. Name ko pa rin. And then, yung address dito. So, ito guys, yung hindi mo change yung parang blank lang. So, pag print mo nito guys is, lagyan mo lang ito ng NA. Um, right after, uh, right after like ma-print mo na siya, lagyan mo siya ng NA dito. Like if to blank, ito if blank, lagyan mo siya ng NA once na ma-print mo na siya using a black ink. And then nakalagay dito kung ano yung mga address. And then after na-complete mo na yan guys, so dito tayo sa part 2 about the appeal or motion. So, note is do not use this form to file an appeal with the Board of Immigration Appeals BIA. You must instead use Form EOIR 29. I am filing to appeal to the AAO or I'm filing a motion. So nakalagay dito guys kung ano ba ang motion to reopen ito. Motion to reopen. Ang motion to reopen guys is you must state new facts and must be supported by documents, evidence demonstrating eligibility for request, immigration benefits at the time you filed the application or petition. Then motion to reconsider is a motion um, to reconsider must state the reason of reconsidering and must be supported by any pertinent precedent decisions to establish a decision was based on the incorrect application or law or service policy, if applicable, or motion to reconsider must be established the decision was incorrect based on the evidence of record at time of decision. So, motion to reopen, guys, is if meron kang new facts or meron kang new documents na kailangan, like supporting documents na i-request mo na para ma-reopen. Well, the reconsider guys is if their decision was incorrect or parang ganon na tama naman yung application nyo, yun yung isi-select mo, a motion to reconsider. So dito, I am filing for motion to reopen. I have attached a brief and additional evidence. Dito rin meron din ito, I'm filing for motion and motion to reconsider. So since sa akin is may new facts ako, may new document akong isa-submit, is ito yung I am filing to motion to reopen. So ito yung sinelect ko guys, yung 2A, under I'm filing for a motion. Since hindi naman ako mag-a-appeal, kasi nga nakalagay doon sa denial, hindi ako allowed mag-appeal for this one. So the only thing that I can do is motion to reopen. And then number 3 guys, immigration form that is subject of this appeal or motion, for example. So since yung na-denial ko guys is I-485, so ito yung ilalagay ko dito. And then the receipt number, so anong receipt number ng I-485 mo? So ito is hindi ko request for immigrant non immigrant classification. Hindi ko nalagay ito guys. So nilagay ko lang NA. But I think you can put K1 dito since K1 man um, yung entry natin sa dito. So you can put K1 pero sa akin nileft ko ito ng blank. So I just put NA dito. And then date of unfavorable decision. So ito yung denial date ko guys. So 1/22/2025. Then office that issued the unfavorable decision is nakalagay din sa letter which is the NBC or the National Benefit Center. Sila yung nag-deny sa akin. Nandun din sa letter guys kung sino. And then dito guys is may big space dito. So dito is yun yung um, explanation mo, like, we respectfully request your consideration to reopen our application based on the following new facts. So, nilagay dito ang facts. Kung anong reason mo, explanations. For us, guys, yung reason namin is, um, meron na kaming new, since I think sinabmit ko to February, so wala pang filing for tax sa 2024. So, yung in-attach namin is yung reason namin dito is yung tax, 2023 tax receipt is meron na kaming copy, and then nag-attach din ako ng W-2 ng 2024 since meron ng W-2 that time, copy. So, in-explain namin dito na um, yun, meron na kaming new paperwork nito para ah, for additional facts na para ma-reopen yung application. Then yung second reason na nilagay namin, guys, is yung husband ko yung income niya is over siya ng, 'di ba, nakalagay doon na dapat hindi below poverty line yung income ni petitioner. So since below poverty line siya, yun nilagay namin na um, above poverty line siya na 125%, at saka nilagay na namin doon na able to um, like financially able si husband or petitioner, um, based on sa facts. So, yun yung explanation namin. So, depende sa inyo, guys, kung anong explanation nyo, kung anong reason ng denial nyo, i-explain nyo dito. Like, facts, kung one, two, depende sa kung isa lang, okay lang isa, if dalawa, three or more, you can. And then, if hindi kasha dito, guys, is meron din sa last part na page na you can add explanation, more explanation. So, after na lagay mo na yung explanation, is dito na tayo sa part 4. So, applicants or petitioners, contact information. So, dito nilagay yung phone number. So, 123456789. So, or mobile number. Tapos, email ni petitioner. And then, under here is the applicant certification and signature. So, ilagay mo yung date dito. And then, the application's petitioner signature. And then, sa 5, guys, about sa interpreter. So, wala naman tayong interpreter. So, nilagay ko lang NA. And then, interpreters on contact information. Nilagay ko lang din ito NA after the print kasi hindi ko matype here. So, once na print, nagsulat na ako ng NA. And then, interpreters of certification, wala tayo na NA. Part 6 is kung sino yung nag-prepare. So, wala naman tayong prepare. So, NA lang yan sila. And then, part 6 is about prepare certification signature. So, wala tayo. Sa NA lang din yan. So, NA lang yan na lagyan mo lang ng NA. Kasi dapat walang blank sa form. Kasi i-reject nila yan. So, additional. So, ito yung part 7, additional information. Nalagay pa rin ako ng name dito. And then, ito nga, additional information dito. So, thank you for your consideration to reopen yung additional. So, if kulang pa rin, so ito yung additional dito. So, ano lang siya, guys, 5 page lang siya, hindi siya maraming page. So, yun lang yung notice to appeal or motion pag fill up ko. So, hindi siya ganun karami. And isi-show ko rin sa inyo yung cover letter na ginawa ko and ano yung mga documents na inattach ko for the motion to reopen. So, ito, guys, ito naman yung letter or yung cover letter na inattach ko for the filing the motion to appeal or motion to reopen. Um, So ito guys, yung mailing address nyo or home address nyo. Usually mailing address dito if saan nyo na-receive yung mga letters nyo or whatnot. So mailing or home address nyo. And then for your phone number and then your email address. Or kung sino, since here is yung ginawa ko is si petitioner, so kaya petition na information dito, yung phone number niya at email address. And then date, kung when mo isasubmit, and then yun, ito din yung lockbox. Nakalagay din doon sa denial letter kung saan mo isasubmit yung motion to reopen mo. So ito yung lockbox ko since yung state ko is California. So ito yung sa Chicago, Illinois, yung lockbox namin for the appeal. So dito re is notice to appeal or motion sa the I-290P. Dinlagay ko dito is to whom it may concern, I have attached the following supporting documents for the notice of appeal or motion for I-290 for my wife. Since this letter is parang for si husband or si petitioner yung gumawa. Since the problem is yung sa tax transcript niya. So name, dito yung name mo as a applicant or beneficiary, and then for your reference. So complete form GI 450. So ito yung ano guys, yung authorization for credit card transaction. So ginamit namin is credit card transaction, so amounting to $800. So dapat nilagay din my signature. So in-attach din namin ito guys. I think may bago na sila ngayon guys. More on credit card transaction na sila. Using this one, the G1450, kasi may nababasa ako na hindi na sila nag-allow nung money, tawag doon, parang check. I think hindi na sila nag-allow nun or yung money order. Because I heard binalik yung, nireject yung application nila, ni-request sila na mag-submit ulit tapos mag-attach ng G1 450, yung for authorization for credit card transaction. And so, ito lang ginawa namin guys para hindi na kami punta ng bank or whatnot or kukuha ng money order, and then completed form I-290B with signature and date. So, yan yung nagawa. Then, copies of the following financial documents. Since ito yung problema namin, guys, so, nilagay na ko dito yung transcript, tax transcript 2023. Kasi ito, guys, sinabit namin February. So, that time, wala pang filing for tax for 2024. So, ito yung in-attach namin since meron na. And then, nag-attach din ako ng Form W2 yung last year, so which is 2024. Kasi ito sinamit namin February 2025. And then recent pay stub showing year-to-date earnings. So in-attach ko rin ito guys. Make sure na kasi ito yung problem namin yung sa income. So para makita nila yung income recently na si petitioner is capable or financially capable na to 'di ba doon sa form na financial nila documents is liable sila na to finance you for 10 years. So make sure na ito is above poverty line din sila. And then yun, sabi lang, ginawa lang or dito sa letter is scan photos or scan or photocopies of forms and documents, submit or exact copies or an altered documents, and understand that I may be submit original copies of documents to an immigration or consular officer when requested. And then sincerely, the name of the petitioner, and then so, yun yung ginawa ko guys. Or kung yung name mo nakalagay dun sa 290B as the applicant or the beneficiary, then yung pangalan mo dito yung ilalagay. So, pwede mo rin i-change dito yung ano mo, sa letter mo. And then sa letter ko, ito yung una guys. And then next, ito yung form, ay hindi, itong letter yung una ko, yung pinakauna guys. And then next is itong, yung kung ano yung order dito is yun din yung doon sa pag-file ko or sa envelope. And then yun na guys, sinubmit ko 'to, so ni-send ko sa USAS, yun sa lockbox nila for the saan ka mag-submit ng RFE. So yun lang, yun na din dun. So alam mo naman yung kung ano yung address kasi nandun din yun sa denial letter kung saan mo ise-send. So ito lang yung notice to appeal or motion to reopen. Ito lang yung ginawa ko guys. So on my next video, explain ko sa inyo kung ano yung next nangyari, if na-approve ba nila or hindi, and kung kaano katagal nila na approve yung application or yung request ko na motion to reopen. So yun lang guys, ma-share ko for this video, and if you have more questions or clarification, just comment down below and I'll try my best to answer all your questions. All right, so that's it for this video. See you on my next vlog. Bye for now.